side is Vancouver Island. We passed the city of Victoria probably about 15 minutes ago on the point over there. Over on the left-hand side, you can kind of make out that valley at about our 9:30, 10 o'clock. That is the Elwha River Valley on the Olympic Coast. And how long their necks get in the water. Let's see where this friend pops back up. That was a stellar sea lion. Ah! Bunch of them together, they're known as a raft of sea lion. 5 feet in length. This boat is 40 feet. And that dorsal fin just gets to be about 12 inches tall. And then that tail that we're seeing come out of the water, about 15 feet from tip to tip, which is crazy. And roughly they weigh about 1 ton per foot. So they can get to be about 40 tons, about 80,000 pounds. Spot of water right there.
Yeah.
So that is where a whale pumped its tail underwater. That is known as a footprint. And travel together and eat together and probably have kids in the same pattern as one another. So it's these big friendships that they have, particularly in females. So humpback whale female friendships are pretty common and generally lead to them having more success in feeding and more success in having offspring and having calves over the course of their lives. A lot of activity over at Matter 12. Whale hopping. So we're definitely going to put this animal on one side. Right, so yeah, if you want to stay on the left-hand side, we got some tail lobbing up there. I think that animal had a little bit of white on its dorsal. Let's see, there it goes again. Maybe a tail. Yes! So really dark tail. And yeah, so that's how we tell the individuals apart from the underside of their tail. But also on its dorsal, it did have a little bit of white pigmentation. Double-crested cormorants, pelagic cormorants, and Brandt's cormorants. And the neat thing about those birds actually is they're one of the deeper diving seabirds as well, but their external feathers, they don't repel water the way that ducks do. They soak in water to make themselves heavier so that they can dive deeper. But then they have this secret other layer of feathers really tight to their skin that kind of acts as a dry suit to keep them warm so they don't get hypothermia when they're diving pretty deep below the surface. And then we got a few stellar sea lions all laying on top of each other. It's really rare for us to get California sea lions this far east. We got one snoozing about halfway up the rocks up there. And then quite a few laying over one another.